My name's Andrew Seed and I'm directing today. We're here shooting a television spot for the charity CareFlight. We have closed down one of the roads just down to my right here, and we've put together a car crash scenario. So we have a car that's gotten out of control and it's flipped, and a patient has been pulled from the wreckage.
What we're good at CareFlight is taking care of people. We treat and transport about 5,000 people every year. What Mint Films are clearly very, very good at is making advertisements such as this. So we got together first of all. They came to us and very generously offered their time and their resources as well to put together an ad for the MediSim program to show the general public what it is that we do. We talked about what it is, what it does, how we do it, and then they came back to us with this amazing one-take concept that just grabbed us from the beginning, and we thought let's go with that. These guys are the experts, they know what they're doing.
So the MediSim program is designed to fill the gap between first aid and paid ambulance employees. So by doing that, we travel around the countryside conducting about 40 courses per year, aimed primarily at the emergency first responders, your state emergency services, your volunteer fire brigade, and in some case parks and wildlife and even the police services. What we've been able to create today is a realistic situation. A single vehicle which has been driving down the road and for some reason has lost control and rolled. We have our first responder on scene providing emergency first aid to injuries to the arm, head and shoulders. Those injuries are realistic, those injuries are based on real life events.
Obviously there's a lot of different big elements that have to come together in order to make this look really simple and seamless. One of those is having the fluid camera movement. It's a single take. So we needed a camera system that was going to be able to be lightweight enough for us to use throughout the day, but also nimble enough that we'd be able to move it from within the car out over the ute and backwards and throughout the scene.
For this shoot, since it is such a complex shot we're trying to achieve, we've got a fairly large camera crew. So there's myself sort of sitting back and operating the DJI Ronin on the remote, but then there's also Greg, who's the camera op, so he's running around with the rig itself. Then there's also Nick pulling focus separately, so we've got a wireless remote follow focus operating there. So it's a camera crew effectively of 3, and it's really important just so we can achieve such a complex thing in the one shot.
In terms of actually planning the move, that also took a long time as well. So Matt Samperi, the cinematographer, and myself had lengthy chats about all the different elements that we were going to pass through and over, and we did a lot of rehearsing off that out at our offices to really get that feeling right.
So the whole point of this commercial is to tell the story of the victim who has obviously crashed his car and then had a first responder come and save his life. And that in of itself is a pretty gripping sort of story. So the way we're achieving it is to try and really get the viewer into the moment. So we really want to pull on people's heartstrings to go, oh my goodness, that could be me, that could be my friend who has that car crash, or that could be me or my friend who is the first responder.
This has been a really fun one to be a part of. The guys at CareFlight do an amazing job, and just through the testimonials that I've heard of people who have gone through the MediSim training, I mean, it's saving people's lives. And the guys at CareFlight have been so great throughout this entire process. So for me as a director, being able to be part of something like this, not only a technical challenge, being a slow motion, single take 30-second spot, but also getting to work with a fantastic team of people, both my crew and at CareFlight, is really rewarding.